Welcome to HeadRest. Take a slow breath in and let it go. And now, settle into an old story from the courts of a wise minister. There was once a man who owned a well on the edge of his property. The water was clean, cold, the kind of well that never ran dry. A farmer nearby offered to buy it, and the man agreed, took the money, signed the deed. But the next morning, when the farmer lowered his bucket, the man appeared at the gate, arms crossed. "What do you think you're doing?" he said. The farmer looked up, confused. "Drawing water from my well." The man shook his head slowly, a thin smile forming. "I sold you the well," he said. "Not the water inside it. The water is still mine." The farmer stood there, rope in hand, dripping bucket halfway down. He didn't know what to say. The logic was absurd, but the man delivered it with such certainty, such calm conviction, that for a moment, even the farmer wondered if he had missed something in the deal. So the farmer brought the dispute to Birbal, the emperor's most trusted advisor, known not for his authority, but for the sharpness of his seeing. Birbal listened to both sides. He didn't argue, didn't lecture. He simply nodded and turned to the seller. "Very well," Birbal said quietly. "If the water belongs to you and the well belongs to the farmer, then I'm afraid you owe him rent. You have been storing your property inside his for quite some time now." The seller's mouth opened. Nothing came out. His own cleverness, the very logic he had crafted to trap the farmer, had swung back and closed around him instead. He stood there, blinking, caught in the architecture of his own argument. He had outsmarted himself. This is what the mind does when it falls in love with its own cleverness. It builds elaborate frames, angles, loopholes, small doors through which it believes only others can be pushed. And for a while, it works. The logic holds. The argument sounds airtight. The ego feels brilliant. But every loophole has a door that swings both ways. Every trap that the mind sets for someone else has its own hinge, its own reversal waiting quietly inside it. The very precision of the trick is what makes it so fragile. Have you noticed this in yourself? A moment when the perfect argument, the flawless justification, the unshakable position quietly collapses under the weight of its own design? And there is something almost tender in that collapse, because it means the cleverness has reached its limit, and something more honest can begin. You don't need to dismantle every argument you've built. They come apart on their own when you stop needing them to hold. The mind that stops trying to outsmart life finds it was never in a contest to begin with. And now, very slowly, begin to return to the room around you. Take a slow breath in and let it go. Then you're ready. Let your eyes open gently. As Lao Tzu once wrote, "The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long." Thank you for sharing this moment with HeadRest. Namaste.